Hey guys, what's up? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to go ahead and do the new moon in Leo. I felt very drawn to do a new moon reading because this is going to be the most powerful new moon this year, and Leo energy is already usually extremely powerful with our creativity and our expansion and helping us assess where we are at currently in life versus where we are trying to go. Leo energy is usually very ambitious and about goals and obtaining those goals. So I really wanted to do a new moon reading. I hope everybody is got their little new moon rituals, prepared and everything like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Thank you for everybody who likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, guys. Thank you for all your support. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. If you want to reach out, it is all in the description box, okay? You can come check out my Instagram. You guys pretty much already know the deal, all right? Everything that you could ever want to know is in the description box, all right? We're gonna use, I was just drawn to use this deck. I don't really use it that often, but we're going to use the archetype cards. Of course, we're gonna use Moonology. It's a new moon, and I'm gonna use the Cosmic Tarot for clarification and whatever else wants to come out, okay? So let's see what we have happening with this new moon energy. Let's see what archetypes we're going to be working through. Let's see what maybe archetypes are on the way. Whatever, Spirit deems necessary for us to kind of see, okay? Right off the bat, we got one. We got the Midas and the Miser, all right? Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches, and the shadow attributes are hoarding money and emotions, obsessive of fear of losing your wealth. So this is actually a perfect card, of course, right? Spirit always gives us what we need. This is a perfect card for this new moon, because I do feel like this new moon is about establishing where you are at versus where you want to be, okay? This is going to be an excellent time in your life for creativity. If you're having something that you're wanting to accomplish, something that you're wanting to get done, now is the perfect time to set that up for yourself. You literally have the Midas touch right now, okay? So it's better to kind of, during this new moon, let your energy flow versus clinging on to things, all right? The poverty mindset, so therefore not wanting to put money perhaps into a creative project for some of you, I'm getting. Okay, you may not want to put money into this creative project because you feel like that's losing money, but in all reality, you have to, it takes money to make money sometimes, is what they say, right? So this is definitely that kind of energy where it's like, if you're wanting to make something happen, you have to make something happen. You can't clutch onto that fear of going without, or that fear of making a mistake, the rejection, the failure, whatever it is, and not go after your dreams right now, because this is a perfect time to do that. This is really what this card is saying to me, is right now you have a grand opportunity in your life right now to turn nothing into something. Something that seems so minuscule, so small, something that seems like it's just kind of on the edge of the mind. It's not necessarily a full dream yet, a full goal. You haven't maybe put all of your energy into something, but what the new moon in Leo is saying to you is that we need to get goal motivated. We need to get future focused. Empires are not going to build themselves by simply sitting around meditating, waiting for spirit to hand you opportunities, waiting for things to align in exactly when they're supposed to align. That's not how it works. I've used this analogy before because I really, really do believe it. If you are the captain of your ship, then spirit is the ship. Okay, spirit is the ocean, and spirit is the sun, right? Spirit is the weather conditions. You have to choose to lead your ship, to drive your ship in whatever direction you feel like you want to drive it. So if you want to drive your ship into smooth waters where you don't have to challenge yourself, where everything kind of just goes with the flow, and we don't question anything, we don't challenge anything, we don't go out there and forge ahead and make a way, then that's what you're going to do, okay? So you need to find out of this energy during this new moon. It's time to reflect and see, where are you living? Are you living in that Midas, or are you living in that Miser, right? Are you flowing with the opportunities, and making the opportunities as you're coming to them, or are you clutching on to the fear? Okay? And this says obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So maybe a lot of you guys have worked really hard to get to where you're at right now in life, and you're kind of feeling like one wrong step, one faulty step. I'm almost seeing somebody on a tightrope walking. One faulty step and everything's gonna kind of crumble. You know, I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this, but I'm almost getting the energy of just let it crumble. Because then you get to rebuild your solid foundation the way that you want it built. It feels almost like some of the foundations that we have right now were built off of desperation, built off of not having another choice, not necessarily built off of this is my creative vision, this is what I want to happen, this is what I am obtaining. Rather of, you know, built off of this is what I have to do, this is how I have to hustle, this is how I have to strive ahead. And I'm guilty of this too. Okay, so I feel like that's one of the biggest things that we're going to be reflecting through during this new moon in Leo is basically, you know, are we going to, you know, go out there and create our destiny, create our empire, or are we going to clutch on to that fear of going without so we never actually create anything? Okay, if that made any kind of sense. New moon in Leo, what do we got for the new moon in Leo, please? New moon in Leo, what do we have for these fine people? What energies are heading our way? What energies are we working through? What's going on, Spirit? Okay. New moon in Leo, please. Thank you. Don't let your past hold you back, which goes directly with that. If you had never felt the sting of failure before, if you had never felt the sting of loss before, you would be forging ahead just fearlessly, right? Like a child would, because a child is so innocent. A child is still in their divinity. They have not had the experience of life smacking them down yet and teaching them that, you can't dream too big, because if you do, you might not achieve it. And if you don't achieve it, then you're a failure, right? That's oftentimes what life will show us or teach us if we choose to see that as the lesson. But if we choose to see the lesson as persevering, as moving forward, then we are truly going to be able to conquer that in the future and be like, okay, well, you know what? I dreamt, I tried, and maybe this isn't the right way to achieve this. It doesn't mean that we can't achieve it. It just means maybe we need to adjust things and see what else can come of this. So not letting your past hold you back, not letting the things that you've learned in your past, as far as when you step outside of your comfort zone, or when you invest in something and maybe the investment didn't exactly come back the way that you wanted it to. This is just basically the ego versus the higher self here, okay? So we're not going to let our past hold us back. A win-win outcome is forecast on the bottom of the deck, okay? Because now is the time to kind of forge ahead. We have the south node and we have the north node, right? So this is the south node. So the south node is sometimes the most instant gratifying. Sometimes the south node is something that like we feel more comfortable in, versus the north node, which is stepping out of our comfort zone. The north node is something that feels like it takes more work, but is ultimately good for us. There's a great astrologer out there, you probably heard of him, the Leo King, okay? And he used the most perfect analogy for the south node and the north node. The south node is basically chocolate, and the north node is broccoli. We can eat chocolate every day if we want to, right? We can eat our past every day if we want to. And it might be comforting. It might even taste good, right? Chocolate tastes amazing. But over time, chocolate is going to erode us. It's not something that is actually good for us to eat all day, every day. Whereas if we eat our broccoli, which is the north node, if we try to do the things that we know are good for us versus what's actually fun for us or what's easier for us, you can eat broccoli all day, every day, and actually it will end up helping your body over time versus what chocolate would do to your body over time, okay? And I just felt like that analogy was perfect because, you know, sometimes South Node can be in our comfort zone and we're needing to step out of that, which is what this card is basically saying. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't get too comfortable where you're at. Don't get too complacent with life and with meditating and sitting on an island somewhere thinking, oh, Spirit's got me, everything in divine timing, everything when it's supposed to happen, and not realizing that you're actually here creating your path. You're actually here creating what you want to have for your future. So if you don't do the work, if you don't put the steps into it, if you don't sacrifice here and there and put money into it, and it takes money to make money, all that good stuff, you're not going to see the results. And then you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, well, I guess Spirit forgot about me, or I guess it was never meant for me. But it's like, it was meant for you. You just didn't apply what you needed to apply. Okay? New moon energy, right? Okay, so prosperity is lying ahead. New moon in Taurus. Tauran energy coming through, because Taurus is about stubbornness, right? Taurus is about making sure that you achieve something no matter what. Stubborn like bull, as they would say, okay? So stepping out of your comfort zone, putting money into something, because I'm getting that for somebody out there. Like, they're really walking the tightrope of their finances right now, and they're like, if I put money into this, I might not get this back. You actually will get your money back. Look at all this green. Look at all that. Look at all this green, right? You will actually be abundant. You will actually prosper and get that money brought back to you, probably more than you ever thought that you would get back. It's just that fear holds you back, and we can't allow that anymore, right? This fear of nothing coming of this situation, going into the void, right? That's an illusion. So for whoever that is that's walking that tightrope right now, and they're like, I don't know if I put any more into this, I'm going to be taking away from this over here. You're allowing that fear to limit you. You're allowing that fear to control you, whether you want to admit that or not, okay? Prosperity lies ahead in whatever creative endeavor that you're working on, whatever entrepreneurial type of thing that you're working on, or even if in your job you're trying to raise yourself above where you were before, like a new position of authority or whatever, okay? A new something in your job. Basically, you're on the way to doing that, but it takes the effort on your part, okay? So don't let your past hold you back. Step out of your comfort zone with this new moon energy in Leo, because prosperity is lying ahead, and you are going to reap the rewards of the hard work that you're putting in. Oh yeah, okay? You are good enough. And sometimes, we can have a problem with money. We can have a problem with success based off of how we've seen other people deal with their money or deal with their success, right? Sometimes people who have success or people who have money don't often show the best sides of themselves, and therefore we end up blaming the money for that. But money is actually a wonderful thing, right? Money helps you survive. Money helps you live. Money helps you thrive. You can even use money to help other people around the world. You can use money to elevate the vibe of the world by helping other people. It's not about what the money itself. It's more about, what you do with it. Okay, I don't know who really needed to hear that, but I feel like somebody is kind of like, they want money, but at the same time, they don't view money as something that's actually good, okay, to have, because it changes you as a person. It changes your character. If that's what your character already was. It's kind of like that quote, and I forget who said this quote or even the full verbatim quote, but the quote is basically like, you'll never see the true character. Oh, okay, this is what the verbatim quote is. I just don't know who it's by. If you want to see somebody's true character, give them power. Right? Because you are who you are deep down inside. So if you have power and you can do whatever you want, if you choose to go to the dark side and let that, low vibing shit kind of, push you forward, then you were always low vibing. You were always a part of the dark side to begin with. But if you choose to actually vibe high and help people and, spread your wealth around and, spread your power around, use your power to help and heal, then that's what you were already going to do. That's already who you were inside, okay? This new moon in Leo almost makes me feel like you're going to see whether you're the Midas or the miser. Okay? All right. I love some good old self-reflection, man. I really love it when you got to look in the mirror and see who you are. Sometimes it's not pretty. I've looked in the mirror plenty of times and saw somebody that I didn't want to see, but that's good. That's a good thing, because what that does is help you go ahead and regulate the situation. All right, I don't like what I see in the mirror, so how can I change this? One more, please, for the Leo new moon. One more for the Leo new moon. Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. And again, nothing will come of this situation wanted to come out. And you know what I honestly feel like this is? I feel like this is fear. This is your fear of nothing coming of the situation. This is that fear of, oh, if I do this, then this is going to happen, and worry, 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 worry. And Spirit trying to say, nothing's going to come of those worries. Nothing's going to come of that fear. And if you allow yourself to stay in that situation, then nothing's going to come of it, period. Right? You have to, what's on the bottom? Have faith in your dreams. That's why I said I don't think this is saying, you know, surrender to the divine, right? I don't feel like this is saying that nothing is going to come of what you're trying to do, because we have the complete opposite here in these 3 cards. I feel like this is of your fear. This is of your worry, of your ego that tells you, don't do that, because if you do that, you're going to mess up, and then you're going to be worse than you were off in the first place, okay? New moon energy, please, and Leo. Knight of Wands. Do you think the Knight of Wands lets his fear control him? No. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's very ambitious. Entrepreneur. The Midas, right? The Knight of Wands is somebody who's innovative, trailblazing, going out there, sacrificing, doing whatever it takes to make something happen. So fired up, so pumped up. Gets up with the sun, goes down with the sun, right? No time to sit here and lay around all day. I have things I have to do, says the Knight of Wands. And sometimes the Knight of Wands can, yes, easily burn itself out. But the Knight of Wands is somebody who's trying to conquer the world. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's trying to, you know, make big things happen for it. So that's the new moon in Leo energy. Creativity, passion, exuberance, you know what I mean? Energy gaining momentum. Putting all you got into something, not taking no for an answer, finding every resource and avenue that you can, and being willing to bend too. The Knight of Wands is not the Emperor. The Emperor is the energy of, nope, this has to be this way. I cannot let it happen any other way. And if it doesn't show up in this way, then it's not what was meant for me. The Knight of Wands is willing to work with other people to achieve his ultimate goal, right? His ultimate end game. The Knight of Wands, to me, is a very flexible knight. Somebody who's like, yeah, you know what? It didn't work this way. Let's try this way. That resource didn't pan out, but that doesn't mean this resource won't. You see what I'm saying? The Knight of Wands is somebody who, very much to me, even though it's a fire card, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, to me, it's kind of Tauran energy of I'm going to be stubborn and make my goals happen regardless, okay? New moon in Leo. New moon in Leo, please. I'm just going to get some cards. They're going to go back out. They're going to go back in the deck before I start clarifying. I just want to get some energy around this moon. New moon in Leo, please. That's too many. New moon in Leo. Empress. I love the Empress. That's my girl, right? This is birthing something. This is creative energy. This is having the Midas touch. This is everything she touches turns to gold, right? She creates her own way. She creates her own path. This is entrepreneur, this is mother, this is Gaia, this is the divine feminine. This is co-creating with the divine to make your dreams come true. This is not sitting there and waiting for the divine to make your dreams come true, or ignoring divine and figuring you'll make your dreams come true. This is co-creating, okay? So this new moon in Leo is bringing abundance, it's bringing opportunity, it's bringing, creation. Being pregnant with ideas, so to speak. Some of y'all might get pregnant on this new moon too, I'm just saying. But this is being pregnant with ideas. Creativity, get a notepad, write them down. For you writers, write. For you artists, do your art. Music, do your music. Whatever it is that you want to create, now is the time. This energy is kind of almost slingshotting you into it, okay? So I love this. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Empress energy. Again, such a powerful new moon. What are you going to do with it? Because none of this is set in stone, right? None of this is basically, because the Empress card came out, that means that opportunities are going to find me. Yay! No, the Empress is coming out because this is saying you have the potential to create opportunities given that you are going to put that work in, given that you are going to create. Right? So, wish fulfillment, look, split it on the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment can be yours, but it's up to you, okay? One more just to see this new moon in Leo energy, and then we'll start clarifying. One more for the new moon in Leo, please. One more. Temperance, yes, okay, this is about that balance. This is about that compromise. This is about that working with the situation. This is also your spirit guides, your ancestors, them leading you, giving you the inspiration, the ideas, the focus, the motivation, the stuff that you need to make your dreams happen. Temperance is alchemy, so creating, again, there's so much creativity around this new moon. That's why there's literally no excuse for you not to create something. Spend your new moon drawing, spend your new moon writing, spend your new moon doing whatever it is that you love to do, right? Working on a website, creating something, setting up an Instagram for your business. Instagram is the spot for businesses nowadays. You can fight the current if you want to and go, oh, I don't like, social media, and I don't want to be a part of that because of other people that have chosen to use their platform as social media as something negative, so that means all of social media must be negative. You can do that. You can have that mindset if you want to, but I'm telling you right now, social media is where it's at if you want to create your own business, if you want to advertise your business. Oh yeah, start an Instagram, take some pictures, get yourself going. That's where everybody's at. That's where everybody's at. Okay? Go where they are, right? If you build it, they will come, okay? From the Book of Field of Dreams. I'm just saying. So, the temperance energy, this is working with something. This is taking one substance with another substance and making a completely new substance. That's what alchemy is. So, your ideas mixed with spirit's ideas for you, its vision, whatever for you, that's what this is to me personally. So, guys, I really like the energy. Don't let your past hold you back. New moon in Leo, don't let your past hold you back. Why is this here? The devil? The devil, right? But it makes sense. Greediness. Oh yeah, the miser. Ew. For my King of Pentacles, what? The miser energy. Look how he's counting his coins. Gotta keep this coins, gotta keep this money. I can't invest this money into anything. This money is the only money I'll ever have in my life. I'll never make any more money. Like, you know what I mean? This kind of obsessive devil energy. Fear, ego, low sense of self-worth, low sense of self-value. Low sense of self-worth and self-value will hold you back every single time because you internally feel that nobody will give a crap about what you're doing. Nobody will buy your product. Nobody will read your book. Nobody will look at your artwork, right? That's what that is. I don't believe in myself enough, so how in the hell could anybody else believe in me? It's time to regulate that, says Spirit, with the past will hold you back. It's time to regulate that energy. Don't let the devil, the ego, basically, get into your head and let you feel like you can't accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. You can't. Let me say this pretty much clear, right? Maybe this is my Libra rising, but I'm a very clear-cut person. You're going to accomplish about as much as you allow yourself to. There, period. Okay? If you don't feel like you can accomplish something, if you don't allow yourself to do it, then you never will. That's it. And it doesn't mean that you failed at life. It doesn't mean anything. If that's your experience, if that's what you want to experience, okay. Moving forward, you know what I mean? And you're not going to get judged around here for it, but I do see more for you. I do see that you have, built a grander chart for yourself. We have to get past the 3D restrictions that we feel, or this, again, fear of the things. Well, in the past, I tried. The past, I tried to lead my ship and I hit a big old iceberg, right? Or I sunk. I got lost and I just was going around in a circle out there, not knowing what the hell I was doing. So I would rather just come back to the island and bury myself in the sand and really not worry about it. Your past doesn't have to be your future. In fact, your past isn't even supposed to be your future. So it's really up to you. And I feel like a lot of this too, for some of you, is going to be based off of money, based off of, businesses and wealth and stuff in this new moon energy, right? Feeling like I need to hoard everything, or I need to keep everything that I got because I'll never make any more. 2020 has taken so much money from me. Well, how much did you put back in during 2020? How much have you really worked on in 2020? What have you stepped out of your comfort zone and done in 2020? you know? And if you have a little bit, that's great. Keep going. But if you haven't and you've let the fear hold you back of failing or being inadequate, then, you know, so don't let your past hold you back. Don't let that devil energy of what's happened before stop you from seeing what could happen in the future, right? Dare to dream, okay? Dare to dream and go after your goals. Prosperity lies ahead. What is this here for the new moon in Leo, Spirit? Prosperity lies ahead. Why is this here? What is it, really, I guess? Prosperity lies ahead. They're like, I think you pretty much covered it, right? Needing to change your mindset about something, right? Because there has been delays, probably. Possibly delays that perhaps you kind of set yourself up for in many ways, okay? You know, because of fear and things of that nature, which we already went over, right? But needing to see a new perspective. This is gaining a bird's eye view. This is kind of stepping out of your comfort zone and seeing there's a new way to do things, right? The Fool energy. The Fool talks about jumping off that cliff of change. The Fool talks about, you know, taking a risk, calculated risk, because I almost call it the Hermit. The Hangman kind of, to me, does resemble the Hermit energy a little bit. You know? Stepping back from the situation and looking at it. What this is also saying to me, quite obviously, for tarot readers out there, there's been delays in your money. There's been delays in your prosperity, and that's obviously coming to an end here with the prosperity lies ahead. The delays in the prosperity is coming. So if you've been waiting for some kind of chunk of money, or if you've been waiting for, you know, a way, you're about to find one. However, for those of you that are waiting for a door to open, or to see a door, or to see a way, right? This Fool does talk about risk. You are going to have to step out of your comfort zone. Either way, with this new moon in Leo, you're going to have to face yourself. You're going to have to face that side of yourself, that shadow aspect that whispers to you that you're not good enough, that you're going to fail, that you can't do this way, you have to do this that way because in the past this happened and blah, 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 right? What we've been over 100 times in this reading already. So, you know, the Fool is ridiculously optimistic, right? Just dancing on the edge of the cliff like, you know what? Whee! Right? You're going to have to jump off the cliff too. You're going to have to take some kind of chance. I want to get another one for this prosperity lies ahead. For this new moon in Leo, please. The prosperity lies ahead. Oh, you're like, I can't see the card, Jessica. I was looking at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Pentacles, okay, with the Hierophant here. So this could be a opportunity to collab with a big company if you are working on your own. This could be a big job opportunity that's coming. For some of you guys, this is going to be, again, taking a step back and looking and being like, you know what, I don't know if I want to do things the traditional route or the constricted route, okay? The route that everybody goes. Maybe I need to kind of go a different route, and this is going to be increasing the wealth here. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is that reciprocity, that's equal give and take. This could, you know, definitely be that energy of, you know, what you put in, you get out. I also see with the 6 of Pentacles, you could be going and getting a loan. This would be a bank, this would be a corporation, a loan, help from the bank. Some of you guys maybe never really wanted to do that because you didn't, you know, you've heard in your past, well, my granddaddy got a loan from the bank and he's still paying them back and blah, 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 you know what I mean? So you have learned in your past that getting help is not good somehow. That having help, you know, but you don't have to do the same thing. You can find another way out of the box to get the help that you need. Some of you guys will be wanting to go get loans from banks or get loans from maybe somebody who has a lot of money. This could be like a patriarch of your family or somebody who's just well established, okay? Some of you guys might be deciding to do that, all right? What this is also saying to me too is that charity will open up and expand, bring that enlightenment that you need in regards to your prosperity. You know, being in the energy of giving, being in the energy of gratitude always brings abundance. Always, always, always. So if you feel like you lack, you give. If you want a friend, you be a friend. If you are hungry, you give somebody a meal, right? If you want love, then you love somebody. If you need healing, then you heal somebody else. That's just the law of nature. That's how it's always been. If you want an angel, then you be an angel. So if you want money, you give money. Okay? And you can't tell me you don't got some change you can give somebody. I don't believe it. All right? And with the King of Wands underneath, this is, again, Leo, Aries, Sag energy. This is the new moon energy. Being ambitious, entrepreneur, doesn't give up, out to conquer the world, gonna make his dreams happen no matter what. Even if he gotta stay up all night working on his business and be in solitude and not have a social life and cut people off and do what, it doesn't matter. He's gonna do it, whatever it takes to succeed. Blazing the trail, trailblazer is basically what I'm getting from this. But what I'm also getting too with this Hangman and Hierophant is there's a way outside of tradition for you to make something happen. There's a way outside of the box. This is the box to me sometimes, okay? And especially with the Hangman, because the Hangman is freeing your mind. So freeing your mind from the tradition, what you've seen in the past or how things have always been, right? And creating your own way, because prosperity lies ahead when we do this, all right? Whew, okay, nothing will come of this situation. What is this? Leo, new moon, please. Leo, new moon. Nothing will come of this situation. What is this card out here for? I'm also getting this energy, too, if some of you guys have just been going down the wrong path, right? The miser energy. There we go. And I do feel like, you know, I love my King of Pentacles, right? That's daddy. That's somebody who's going to support. That's somebody who's there. Got it. But I just feel like in this case, he's coming to us today as somebody who's clutching on to things, clutching on to wealth, clutching on to the path that he's on. And, you know, the King of Pentacles can be extremely stubborn. And what I'm kind of getting with this is the void of course moon with the King of Pentacles, as you felt like you had to do something one way. You had to go this way. You don't have to, because this course is void. You need to find another way to make something happen in this. What? Yeah, like I said already, requires you to think outside of the box, right? Opportunities are flying in. Yes, with the Knight of Pentacles. And you know what? Normally, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, be like the Knight of Pentacles. Normally, I would say be like the King of Pentacles. But the King is a little stubborn right now because of what he's lived through in the past. And he's a little scared to lose his footing on that tightrope. So the King of Pentacles is like very set in his ways in this energy for me. The Knight of Pentacles hasn't really went through that much experience in this yet. So he's willing to try new things. He's willing to step out of the box. He's willing to, you know, put the work and dedication in certain areas and just very innovative, right? With the GOAT. The greatest all time? Yeah, that's the Knight of Pentacles to me, especially backing with this Eight of Wands, because this is springing in the action. This is, again, too, opportunities coming your way in different courses that you hadn't tried, different avenues that you haven't thought about going down, okay? So don't get set in your ways is basically what this King of Pentacles with the nothing will come of this situation is saying to me, okay? Don't get set in your ways, all right? I wasn't going to pull anything else, but for some reason I'm being guided to pull from the Moody Tarot Oracle. As some of you guys know, this is my deck that I created. If you want this deck, that is in the description box below with some of the other decks that I've created. Okay, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like we need to pull some and see what we have. Leo, new moon energy, spirit. Leo, new moon energy. They're saying breakthrough, breaking through boundaries, breaking the link, okay? So basically, this is basically you getting over your own self right now. That's what this Leo new moon energy is, and finding a creative way to make your dreams come true. Brand spanking new soulmate coming in. I wasn't really expecting that because this has not been love at all. But this could be a business partner. This could be a collab is kind of what I'm getting too, okay? This could be that energy of... you know, meeting somebody that's willing to help. Didn't I say that though? Didn't I say that with that Six of Pentacles that was here, remember, didn't I say that you could be getting help from somebody that kind of got it a little bit more than you right now, or getting help from a bank, getting help from somebody? That could be what that is. Collabing with somebody, or somebody being like, you know what, I'd like to work with you on this project. I'd like to fund this. I'd like to invest in this. You could definitely be running across some new energy that's here to help. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. Leo, new moon, please. Leo, new moon, spirit. What do we have? Your wish is about to be granted. Hang in there. So what you are trying to achieve, you will achieve. Just hang in there. Keep working. New beginnings are coming in, right? You are going to achieve what you're trying to. Look, how's time to reconsider this coming out right on top of the nothing will come of this situation with the miser? How? Tell me how. Because I feel like there's somebody out there that's still very set in their ways. Even after listening to this message, you're like, yeah, but you don't understand though. Yeah, okay. All right then. Keep doing what you've been doing because it's working for you, right? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I am just a little tarot reader, right? On YouTube. You don't gotta listen to me. You can listen to your experience. What has your experience taught you, right? That's too many. Let's just get one more. Just one more. Oh. Spirit is like, how about two more? Your destiny is calling. You better answer, right? And abundance and stability are entering your life now. So your destiny is calling. You need to answer. Not your destiny will find you. It is here. You have to go after your destiny. You have to find your destiny. You have to answer the call when it comes, regardless of the risk, regardless of the fear that you feel, right? And abundance and stability are entering your life now, okay? Which is pretty much this whole message for the new moon in Leo. All right, guys. So that has been the message. I do hope it helps. I do hope it resonates. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.